So, how do you take the vague idea that's in your head and make it a reality with ChatGPT? It's actually much easier than you think, as long as you know how to continue that conversation in the same direction with ChatGPT. Because the biggest problem I see is that people want to use one or two prompts, usually bought from other people, and expect some magical result that will give them everything they need, rather than actually spending time with ChatGPT and working through that idea to make it a reality. So today I'm going to take you behind the scenes and I'm going to show you how I'm working on a new challenge with ChatGPT. I'm just going to share my screen and I'll go straight into ChatGPT. Okay, so as I said, I am working on a challenge. And the first thing I wanted to do is, instead of giving ChatGPT descriptions of what challenges are, or looking for examples of challenges, I just thought I'm gonna ask ChatGPT if it knows what a challenge is. So I said, "Hey ChatGPT, let me put my glasses on because I read better on the screen with glasses." I said, "Hey, ChatGPT, today I want to work on a 3-day life challenge. And this is very similar to a workshop, to a live workshop. So I kind of gave it a tiny little bit of context so I can use it to sell more memberships during the challenge. Before we proceed, I have a question. Do you understand what a challenge is in this context?" So what ChatGPT said is, yes, in the context of online marketing and community engagement, a challenge typically refers to a short term event where participants are guided through a series of tasks or activities over a set period of time. The goal is often to achieve a specific outcome, learn new skills, or solve a particular problem. Uh, Challenges are often used as a lead magnet or a way to engage an audience. No, I just lost it. Way to engage an audience, and they can be free or paid. They're usually highly interactive, involving live sessions, Q&A, and community discussions. At the end of the challenge, it's common to offer participants an upsell to a more comprehensive program or membership. Is that the kind of challenge you're referring to? So, as you can see, I did not even have to tell ChatGPT what a challenge is. It actually gave me a pretty good description and understanding, which actually allowed ChatGPT to prime itself rather than me going through all these hoops of telling ChatGPT what a challenge is. Excellent. Then I thought, okay, so it's a challenge, and what kind of role can I give ChatGPT? And then the obvious answer is, why don't I ask ChatGPT? So I said, yes, it is, meaning that, yes, this is what I meant by what a challenge is. And then I said, what kind of a role would it be best for you to assume to help me uh, with creating a challenge? And then ChatGPT said, okay, so I can assist you in various capabilities. So I can be a planner and help you outline the structure of the challenge, content creator, assist in generating the content for the challenge, marketing strategies, provide suggestions for promoting the challenge, technical advisor, offer guidance on tools and platforms, data analysts, help you set up metrics to track the success of the challenge, and a designer, assisting creating visually appealing materials like banners, social media graphics, and so forth, which is great. Now I have all these roles that I can swap between depending on what I am doing. All right, the next thing I wanted to prime ChatGPT with is a tiny little bit of context, because like, you still need to give the context of what who you're serving, what you're offering, so ChatGPT can help you create a challenge that is very close to the things you offer. So I said, let's start by assuming the roles of marketing strategist and planner for this first part of the challenge creation. Some context to keep in mind. So this is something I wanted to know. I want ChatGPT to know about me. The membership I sell is an AI membership, and I help my members in several different areas. I help them understand AI and how it fits in their business, create a tool stack, and that's how to research, test, and find the best tools for their specific business. Skill development, I teach them prompt engineering, how to use Midjourney for image generation, how to use Runway for image manipulation, how to create and animate avatars, so forth. Marketing, social media, and content with AI. I teach them how to use different tools and prompts to create marketing messages, write sales copy, create social media content, and repurpose it. I also have a full course on how to use ChatGPT to create an offer with a marketing and social media strategy from scratch. And the fifth thing is automation. I teach them how to use OpenAI's API and ChatGPT plugins to automate tasks, social media, and likes. Based on the context of what I teach, please give me 5 possible challenge topics for people who are very new to the world of AI. Now, this is where the real work kicks in. So all this here was a prelude. It was like, do you know what it is? Here's some context about me. But here's where the work starts, because there's a lot of things that need to be molded into exactly what you want. There's a lot of backwards and forwards. You may not like certain things. And the biggest mistake people make here is that they get really frustrated when ChatGPT cannot read their minds. But if we have to be absolutely honest, ChatGPT at the end of the day is a machine, and it can only do so much. So the more you work with it, the better your results will be. And what I do is, if I see that ChatGPT is not giving me what I want, is I continue to try and narrow down the idea that's in my head, and not the overall idea for the challenge, but for the topic or the thing that we're working on right now. Because sometimes the words we use give a different idea to ChatGPT, and that's why it comes back with results that we may or may not like. But what people do is they get frustrated. They start telling ChatGPT that it's doing it wrong, that every result is wrong, and ChatGPT starts apologizing profusely, and then it gets really anxious and then gives you even worse results. So the first thing I said, can you give me 5 challenge topics tailored for people who are new to the world of AI? So it gave me 5 topics, which was AI 101, demystifying artificial intelligence for your business. Number 2, build your first AI tool stack in 3 days. Number 3, jumpstart your AI skills, a crash course in prompt engineering. Number 4, AI powered marketing, create your first campaign. Number 5 was automate your business in 3 days with OpenAI's API. However, I kind of thought that this might be a little bit too complex for a 3-day challenge. So I said, I think that most of these are for people who are further along. The people I will be targeting are people who are solopreneurs or are running micro businesses. Most are not ready for tool stack or automation. So do you see how I'm starting to narrow down what's in my head? And then I said, so I want the challenge to be around an actionable topic that will give them great first results. And at the same time, I want it to be fun, easy to follow, and again, give them great results. Sometimes when there's something that is really important to me, I might repeat it a couple of times. And then I said, maybe something like, you do need to help ChatGPT a little bit. As I said, it's not a mind reader and it's not a magical worker. So I said, maybe something around social media and content, or creating an offer, or any other idea you feel could be appropriate. So then it said, thank you for clarifying your target audience. Given that you're aiming for solopreneurs and micro businesses who are new to AI, the challenge should indeed focus on actionable, easy to follow topics. So here's the new topics it gave me. AI for absolute beginners. Create your first social media post. Number 2, craft your first AI generated offer in 3 days. Number 3, boost your brand with AI. Create a logo and a tagline. Number 4, AI powered content planning. Create a 1-week content calendar. And number 5 was write your first AI generated blog post in 3 days. So these are much more manageable as topics, and they're aimed at people that are new to AI. And at the same time, they feel like they'll be easy for people to go through them. So I said, okay, so the two ideas that I like are craft your first AI generated offer in 3 days and AI powered content planning, create a 1 week content calendar. I also like one AI for absolute beginners. And then I said, actually, can you think of some more ideas? Because I want to compare. Like the more ideas I get from ChatGPT, the more I can pick and choose what I want to do. So it gave me another 5 ideas. I'm not going to go through them because at the end, I decided to work on the idea of craft your first AI generated offer in 3 days. Now, in saying that this is the idea, this is certainly not the topic that people will see or the copy that people will see, the title of my challenge. That's not it, but this is the general idea we're starting with. So we've narrowed down what we want to do in those 3 days. We want to get people to create an offer, basically. And then I said, can you give me 5 ideas for transformation statements? Now, I did feel that this might be a little bit hard to narrow down and to really make it irresistible. But I thought, why not? Even though we're in the very beginning, we don't have anything about what we're going to offer during the 3 days, nothing. I might try and see if between me and ChatGPT, we can come up with something that is somewhat workable. And it gave me go from having no offer to launching an AI crafted irresistible offer that captivates your audience and drives sales in just 3 days. The second one was transform your business by leveraging AI to create a compelling offer that not only attracts new customers but also turns them into raving fans, all in 72-hour sprint. Three was unlock the power of AI crafts to unlock the power of AI to craft an offer that speaks directly to your ideal customer's needs and desire, setting on your fast track to increase revenue in just 3 days. And like all of them just felt a little bit too wordy, and they didn't resonate with me at all. So I basically said that to ChatGPT. I said none of them really resonate with me. For my marketing blueprint course, I have been using this. So I kind of gave it an idea of what I'm using in the marketing blueprint that is in the actual AI School of Business membership, where I teach people how to create an offer in less than a day. But I didn't want to like use the exact same thing. So I said from zero to an offer with a complete marketing strategy in less than a day, even if you don't have a niche audience or an idea where to start. And I said, how can this be made into a statement for a 3-day challenge? I also don't think we should mention 3 days or 72 hours in the statement, just the transformation. That could or could not be something that I end up with. I might mention the 3 days or not. And as I said, I'm still in the very beginning. I'm just trying to work my first draft so I have things to work with. Because something I found when working with ChatGPT is the more I work with it, the more ideas I get from what I read from the result. So ChatGPT will come back with some idea or result, and something will spark in your brain, like a light bulb will go off in my brain, and we're like, oh, this is good. I can work with that. So what ChatGPT came up with was from zero to a compelling AI generated offer with a complete marketing strategy if you don't have a niche. So it kind of regurgitated what I said, and I said, how can this statement be different if it's for people who want to create their next offer? So I kind of wanted to go with, okay, you just told me what I told you, but what if we try it in a different way? As I said, you can see how I'm trying it from different perspectives, because if something is not working for me, if ChatGPT is not giving me what I want, I need to come back to the problem from a different angle. So it says revolutionize your business by crafting your next AI generated offer, complete with a cutting edge marketing strategy if you're unsure how to take your existing offer to the next level. It's kind of, yeah, but I said, no, it doesn't really flow. Can you give me some more examples? And let's start the statement with craft your first or next offer, because this kind of popped in my head when I was reading this statement. So it said, craft your first or next offer with the power of AI and walk away with a complete marketing strategy. Craft your first offer to unlock a marketing strategy that turns prospects into loyal customers, no matter your level of expertise. Craft your first or next offer and supercharge it with an AI-driven marketing strategy that sets you apart in your niche, and so forth. But then I said, can this statement be made better? I'm trying to work out how to use the walk away part to include the offer, but it feels too repetitive. So craft your first or next offer with the power of AI and walk away with a ready to deploy marketing strategy. So this is kind of how I went into it, and it started giving me different ideas on the idea I have with the walk away with, because I thought you do something and you walk away with a result. That's kind of how it's playing in my head. Like, what do I want to convey as a transformation? And it said, craft your first or next offer using AI and walk away armed with a marketing strategy that is ready to deploy. Craft your first or next offer with AI expertise and walk away equipped with a marketing strategy set for immediate action. And all that. But then I thought, hey, I'm giving you the wrong message. Here's the correct one. Craft your first or next offer with the power of AI and walk away with a ready to play offer and a marketing strategy. That was kind of what was in my head. So we went backwards and forwards. I'm not going to bore you with that. And the final draft, that actually did not end up to be the final draft, but my first final draft was 3-day blueprint. Craft your first or next offer with the power of AI and walk away with a marketing strategy to match. So I thought, okay, I'll put this to ground for now, and I might come back later after we've worked on content and what I'm going to offer during these 3 days. All right. So it said, with this refined transformation statement, you've set a clear and achievable goal for your challenge. Would you like to proceed with outlining the structure and content for your 3-day life challenge? So ChatGPT is actually guiding me through as well. It's not just me pushing. And I said, yes, proceed. Okay, so it said, let's start by outlining the structure and content for your 3-day challenge. And it gave me day 1, introduction to an AI and on offer crafting. It gave me the objective, and it gave me the activities for the live session. Then it went through day 2, crafting the core elements of your offer, again, objective and activities. And day 3, finalizing and reviewing your offer with the objective and activities. And actually, it even went a bit further, and it said, here's some additional elements that you can do: daily Q&A sessions, community engagement, resource hangouts. Okay, then I said, now this is the time when I'm starting to go from, this is a very brief overview of what we can do during the 3 days. So basically, I'm looking at what is day 1, day 2, and day 3, and what the objective is, and kind of what activities it is showing me. And then I'm going to start working on each day individually and dig deeper and deeper and deeper. And then once I've worked on each day individually, I'll go back, I will look at everything, and then I'll go back to ChatGPT and work some more and more in depth. But what I said is, okay, so let's deep dive into day 1. Can you extend the 5 talking points first? So as you can see, now it's starting to expand on these talking points. With the welcome, briefly introduce yourself, demystifying AI, explain what AI is in layman terms. So it kind of gave me a bit more. We worked a little bit on the day 1 topic. And then I thought, well, what if we call day 1 demystifying AI for offer creation? Also, can you think of more fun names for day 1? So I thought, instead of being super boring, I can start creating some fun names that I can go back to and probably change if I want to. And it kind of went into like when I read um, the fun and catchy names for day one, it went a bit into spying, science, magic, and all that. And it says AI unplugged. You'll get what you get your sorry your gateway to offer creation. AI decoded crafting offers just got easier. Unlocking the AI magic, offer creation one-on-one. AI demystified your secret sauce for crafting offers, and from AI confusion to offer fusion. And it said, do any of those names resonate with you? And I was like, yep, several of them. I'll have to come back to this to make a final choice, which is fine. Um, okay. And then I said, now I would like to go because the first thing I said is, can you give me a bit more expansion on each talking point? But then I'm going to each talking point and deep diving into each talking point. So all of this will take time. It take me about a day to work through all this, but it like the deeper you go, the better the results will get. So here's what happened. Um, okay, let me just get back to my screen. And so here's what happened. I want the bird view of what my challenge will be. And I just want to know what each day's topic is and briefly what I can talk about in each day. Then I said, hey, can we go into day one? Like we start with day one. I said, can we go into day one and expand on these talking points? And the third part was, can we go into topic one of the no, yeah, can we go into talking point one in day one and now go even further down and really, really, really drill down into it? Okay, back to ChatGPT. And here's what's happening. Now I'm getting a lot and a lot more. This is only my very first point, very first talking point, which is welcome and setting the stage. Um, then we went through talking point number two, talking point number three. And I also it also gives me engagement with activities that I looked at them and I thought, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that. Um, uh, and we're creating agendas. Yeah, so basically, sorry, I lost the day for a moment. So basically, I'm going into each day, each topic, each talking point, and drilling deeper and deeper down. And what I'm doing at the same time is I open a document and just copy and paste everything. As you can see, this is everything I've done. Like these are the deep dives, not the generalization and the bird views and the outlines. This is the deep dives that I just copy and paste. So then I can sit down after I finish all my work here. I can sit down, read through everything, and then go back to ChatGPT and go, okay, so I've gone through everything. And these are the things I would like to work on. These are the things I like to change. These are the things that are not sitting well with me. These are the things I need help with. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you. I went through the same thing with all of the 3 days. And I just want to go down to where I kind of went back and said, hey, now I want to create a proper theme for my challenge. And as you can see, there's a lot that I've gone through, like all that took me time and backwards and forwards. And I think that me and ChatGPT did a very, very good day. But you can see how much, how much work it went through. And because we went through all that, I thought I just want to circle back and make sure that ChatGPT still remembers what we first talked about. And I said, do you remember the names of each day? And it actually gave me the names of each day. So I kind of looked at them and I thought, this all looks like very sciencey thing. Do I really want my theme to be sciencey, or do I want to explore some other things? So I said, can we create a different name, a different theme, and rename the days? I like the theme of magic and potions. So I kind of, because if you remember in the very beginning, one of the things, one of the ideas it gave me was with magic and potions or something like that. And I said, can you give me 5 ideas for a name for each day based on magic? And it told me for each day, different names. And these are the names I chose. Day 1, spell casting basic, demystifying AI magic. Day 2, spellbook secrets, crafting the core ingredients. And day 3, the grand grimoire, refining your offers. Okay. Now I went back and I thought, well, that's, if we're going through with magic, it has to be something different. And can we create a different name? And what I ended up with was spellbinding offers, a 3-day journey into AI alchemy. And the second one I liked was the sorcerer's blueprint, crafting offers with AI. So I thought about it. And I will show you what I ended up with. But I said, hey, I like the spellbinding offers, but I'm not into the alchemy world. So what else can we do? It gave me some other ideas. We went backwards and forwards. And I said, okay, so what about spellbinding offers a 3-day journey into the magic of AI? Great. Okay, now what is our transformational statement now based on the name that we changed to a magical name? And we said, embark on a 3-day magical journey to craft and refine your first or next offer with the power of AI spellcraft, and so forth. So I thought, okay, I've got this and I'm gonna work with it in a moment. But first, I want to work on some sales copy. And I wanted to work on the storytelling language, because with challenges, and let me go back and I talk to you on the screen. With challenges, with the sales page specifically, you do need to have some storyline. You need to tell them something that will probably grab their interest, and it will be interesting to read and not something too dry. And I learned that from one of my mentors, that the more interesting you make it, the more storytelling you make it, the more themed you make it, the more your challenge will sell. So I will show you the final copy on the sales page, because in this one day, while I was working through all this stuff with ChatGPT, I also had time to actually create all my visuals and create my sales page, my landing page. So if you're dedicated, if you really want to work with ChatGPT and create something that is very cool, and it's not just idea, but you can see how it's turning into a real offer or a real idea, you do need to sit down, not work on anything else, or just sit down with ChatGPT and work together until you get to where you want to be. Okay, now back to ChatGPT. And it okay, we kind of went off a little bit here. We recreated all of the days with the grimoires and all that, and then it we worked on, sorry guys, yeah, we worked on what we're going to do a story that encapsulates the magical journey. And we worked a little bit, as you can see, and it finally came up with a really, really good copy that I rewrote a little bit just to put the human touch and my own thoughts behind it. And we have a transformational statement, uh, and so forth. So basically, I took all that, and now that I had this magical journey and theme, I thought, okay, the very first thing I want to do is create some visuals that I can use. So I went, okay, that was a magical journey. That was the theme. So my prompt was about journeying and magic and all that, and a couple of images that was on. Actually, this is the image I ended up using, but this one and this one were the images that I really, really liked. So um, I I really liked this one with the sheep because it was about a journey, but it just the way the sheep was placed right in the middle just didn't sit well with the sales page. So I ended up using, where is it? This one, and it's a beautiful, beautiful photo. Then I went and created some grimoires, some spell books, some altars. I created, and these were just things that I created in bulk. And then I thought I'm going to sift through all of that, and I'll find the images that I really, really like. Let me show you some other things. Yeah, I created some wands, some candles, um, chalices, the books of spell that turned out really cool, um, chalices and all that. So I basically created all of them, upscaled the images that I really, really liked, and then I just put them in a folder and left them there. The next thing I did, oh, actually, like if you do not know, let me go back to you. If you don't know, um, if you don't know what images to create, you can always go to ChatGPT and say, hey, now that we have the theme and the days and the copy, can you please come up with visuals for each section? And you can say, can you give me 5-10 ideas for, say, day one? What image can I put in day one? Or you can say, give me 5 or 10 ideas for visual as the overall theme that I can use. I just I'm into magic and fantasy, so to me it was very, very easy to go, oh, these are probably the things I can use in my sales funnel. And once I got everything, I'm still now, remember, I'm still at this stage, I've still copied and pasted everything, and I haven't really sat down and created my presentation. So what I'm doing is, sorry, I think that I'm not sure. Yeah. Um, what I'm doing is I was trying to show you the Word page, but I wasn't sharing my screen. Anyway, so what I did at this point is I left everything in my Word, about the days and everything that I'm going to teach, and I went to create my sales page, because creating the sales page, having the visuals, having everything there gives me the freedom to then sit back and work in big detail into my actual presentations for each day. But at the same time, if I have a sales page, I can start talking about my challenge, and I can start putting people into a wait list. And let me show you what I ended up with as a landing page, and I think it turned out pretty good. I really want to hear your opinions and tell me if you like it or not. So the offer was spellbinding offers, a 3-day magical journey to craft and refine your first or next offer with the power of AI. So this is basically what the final name was and statement. So this tells you very, very clearly that it's a 3-day challenge or journey. And the result will be that you'll be creating your first or next offer with the power of AI, and you walk away with something. And this is the image. If you like, I really think that it looks beautiful um, the way it's created as a background image. I actually created a little logo because I learned that logos actually make it look more professional. And then the actual storyline, I'll read you the storyline because it is actually pretty good. Between me and ChatGPT, we came up with a pretty good storyline. So here you go. Have you ever felt like crafting the perfect offer is like finding a unicorn in an enchanted forest, and the only way to see it is with magic? What if I told you that the magic spell you've been searching for is actually AI? Welcome to the 3-day journey that will turn you into the Gandalf of offer creation. This isn't just another challenge, it's a quest to unlock the magical power of AI in crafting offers that not only sell but enchant as well. As you can see, we're weaving magic into this storyline. And we'll continue. As you embark on the journey, you'll find yourself in a mystical circle surrounded by sorry, by fellow seekers. Here, you'll be handed your very own AI spellbook of secrets, infused with the power to navigate the magical world of AI. It's a realm where spells are not cast with wands, but coded with algorithms, and where potions are not brewed in cauldrons, but generated with data. Sorry, guys, I'm trying not to cough. I have been sick, and the more I talk, the more my throat gets scratchy. Okay, we'll continue. You will learn to weave the magic of AI and master the high level spells that will elevate your offers to a legendary status. Along the way, you will learn to unlock the enchanted secret scrolls, the magical artifacts that ensure you have all the mystical elements and spells needed for captivating offer. By the end of this enchanted quest, you will emerge not just with an offer, but with an offer that's spellbinding. An offer that's not just ready to deploy, but it's imbued with the kind of magic that captivates and converts. As you can see, it is pretty damn good. ChatGPT did an excellent job. Then I had a little bit of blurb about me. I created the spellbinding offers, the spellbook of secrets. I thought it's very, very cool. And then I said, these are the 3 things that you will get during these 3 days. And as you can see, I used some of the visuals that I created. Actually, in here, this is one of the visuals. I just removed the background on my image, and I put myself in front of that to make it a bit more magical, even as my profile photo. So I saw you're going to get the knowledge, the tools, and the answers. And then I went into each day. I have a specific image for each day, and I've actually copied and pasted these outlines that I worked at first with ChatGPT to tell them what they're going to learn, the result they're going to get, and the tools and resources they're going to get, which is very cool. And the way my page stands now, if you go on this page, you will know, like I've put October 9 to 11, but I just put it as a date. I don't think I'll be ready for this date. But I just wanted to see what it looks like with when I can see the date. And basically, I can put here, instead of join the challenge, join the wait list, and I'm ready to start offering this, even though I have nothing on the background. Even though I have no presentations, I have no real offer that I can that I can offer. I have my sales page, I have my overall outline, and I know how to talk about it. So I can start getting people into my waiting list. So as you can see, this live went forever, but as you can see, it is really, really extensive work to make something exceptional. So next time you want to create an offer, or you want to work on your strategies, or you want to work on some specific content, make sure that you do it that way. Think of ChatGPT as your personal assistant, your very close assistant that is willing to work with you. You just need to understand how to talk to it, how to come from different angles, and how to um, guide the conversation to where you want to go. And don't be afraid to go back and say, hey, remember when we talked about that thing? I want to now change it, because that's exactly what I did. We had the offer and the mission statement and all that. And I went, no, no, no. Why not? Why not actually go with a different theme, with a different name, and a different statement? And ChatGPT obliged. And as you can see, my sales page is really good. It's fun, and I think that this challenge will go really, really well. So uh, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions at all. But I hope that this behind the scenes is helping you understand that yes, there is a lot of work involved, but instead of spending 4 weeks trying to come up with my own offer and researching and all that, I did everything in one day. It took me one single day to do all that. Now, the only thing I have to go back and do is create my presentations, basically. That's it. And I can do this with ChatGPT. So that's it from me. Would love to hear your comments, would love to hear your questions, would love to know how you're utilizing ChatGPT.